I saw some. I found some tunnels.
Wait,
So
what?
what?
Tunnels?
Toenails?
Tunnels? Is it tunnels? How to wait? Tunnels? Yeah, I think it's English. Wait, let me look it up. Tunnels.
Toenails are on your feet.
So tunnel.
Oh, tunnel.
Tunnels.
Oh.
What's
Yeah.
the difference?
Tunnel, like a tunnel.
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 Am I tunnel? Is it right?
Tunnel.
Tunnel.
Tunnel. Yep.
Tunnel.
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 It sounded like you were saying toenail.
Tunnel. Because we say tunnel in Japanese. Tunnel. Not tunnel. Tunnel.
Nope.
It's
Tunnel.
difficult. Oh, tunnel.
I'm
It's very
keeping that
different.
part for the intro.
頑張ろう。
I can't believe we still under that. All right.
What?
Hello, and welcome to the Distant Tourist Podcast, where we talk about all prefectures in Japan. I'm Robert.
I'm Thomas.
And today we're joined by our special guest and friend, Saki.
Yeah, hi.
Saki, do you want to tell everybody about why you're joining us today?
So last year, I was studying abroad to California, and we became friends. And they are making podcast, and they invited me here.
And we are very thankful for that.
Yes.
So today we've got a couple questions for you, Saki. We'll just go down the list and talk about them a little bit each time. But Thomas, do you want to start with our first question?
Sure. So, because I'm hiding from yokai right now,
Okay.
Saki, could you tell us kind of what a yokai is?
Yokai. Okay, so yokai is a Japanese monster, and they are in Japanese folklore. And some of them are bad, but some other yokais are good to people.
Mm-hmm.
So there's good yokai?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite yokai?
Yes, I have. So there's a yokai called Zashikiwarashi. And Zashikiwarashi.
Try saying that 10 times fast.
Zashikiwarashi. And yeah, so it looks like 5 years old girl.
Oh.
Yeah, and it said that if she is at our home, she brings happiness to our home.
Oh.
And but she likes mischief, so sometimes it's not good though.
Oh, so she pulls like pranks?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, there's one more. So now the yokai called Amabie. Do you know that? Amabie.
I'm not familiar with it.
Amabie?
Yeah, Amabie is very popular in Japan now.
Oh.
Because it said that okay, let me look at. So Amabie have a like what it said. So Amabie, the drawing of Amabie has the power to like make plagues go away.
Oh.
Plague, yeah.
Oh, and so like make illnesses go away, kind of.
Yes. So and now we have the COVID problem. So it's very popular now, and there are many stuff sold related to Amabie in Japan now.
What does Amabie kind of look like?
Oh, okay. Actually, I drew a picture of Amabie. Okay, so do you want to see that?
Yes.
Why not?
Okay.
I know I do.
So, okay. It looks like this I hope you can.
Oh.
Yeah, like kappa? You guys know kappa?
It's like a duck type spirit, right?
Yes, and it has long hair and 3 legs
Oh, it has
3
legs.
legs.
Yeah, 3 legs. I guess so.
That's a little
Yeah,
creepy.
and she's living in the sea.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
Is there a way
So.
to like summon it
Mhm.
to bring it? Like you said, it gets rid of plagues. So is there kind of like a way that you can call it to like get rid of any plagues for you or anything like that?
Um.
Or is it just by simply carrying around the picture of Amabie kind of
Mhm.
like wards it off?
Mm, yeah. Yes. So. mm, I don't know where. So the day I drew this picture
Oh, you do that one.
was, yeah. So I did do that. I did that. This is my drawing, and
Oh.
yeah. So the day I drew my picture
Mm.
was like the first day I knew this about Amabie.
Uh-huh.
So actually, I don't know well about Amabie. Sorry.
No, it's perfectly
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, but I've heard it's really popular in Japan.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like a story to follow up on at some point.
Mhm.
I guess switching gears a bit, is it common to like hear about mysteries in school, kind of like scary stories while you're going to school, like in middle school or
Yeah.
elementary?
So especially at elementary school,
Mhm.
there are some mystery stories,
Mhm.
and so I'm gonna talk about one of them. So
Mhm.
do you guys know Split Mouth Woman?
It
I have no idea.
sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if I know.
Like woman with a big mouth.
Oh yes, I think I've seen pictures.
Oh really?
Yeah, like her mouth is like kind of cut open and like really big.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
exactly. Yeah. So it said that. So do you know Japanese elementary school has every Japanese elementary school kids have like landoselu. Landoselu is a kind of traditional backpack.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So
So kind of like one of those, I think, big backpacks, kind of like that, like
yes.
sort of like a quarter circle kind of thing.
Aren't they usually
Uh-huh.
backpacks that are given to like
Uh-huh.
grandparents usually give to their like
Oh
grandchildren as
yes,
like a
yes, yes.
gift?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Yeah, and we used that for 6 years while
Oh,
we are in elementary school, and it said that we have if we have red backpack,
mm,
the split mouth
mm.
woman
Yeah.
will eat us. So,
Just
but
for having a
usually,
red backpack?
I don't know, but like girls who have red backpack,
Mm.
they'll be eaten by her. So, and I was believing that story. So I chose a pink backpack, no red, but that was close to red because I wanted a big red backpack,
Mhm.
but I didn't want to be eaten. That's why I chose a pink backpack. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a pretty
Mhm.
safe choice.
Yep.
Yes. But many kids around me had a red backpack.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Thomas, you want to ask the next question?
Um, sure. So, what about American horror? Have you ever seen like kind of like an American horror film, or are you familiar with kind of American horror?
Not many, but I watched Orphan
Or
and Esther. No, Orphan and Annabelle.
I've watched Annabelle.
Annabelle.
No,
Yeah,
no, I will
Orphan.
never watch that again.
Yeah, that was scary. I watched that with my friend. And yeah. Did you like that?
No, but I don't like horror movies, which is why it makes
Oh,
this
really? You don't
a
like horror
little.
movies? Okay.
No, I'm good. My life would be better without horror.
I know that. How about Thomas? Do you like horror movies?
I am neutral. So I've been really
Uh-huh.
liking like scary stories.
Mhm.
In fact, the podcast I listen to is pretty much all just scary stories.
Mhm.
But when it comes to scary movies,
Mhm.
I'm not a big fan terribly. I like the older scary movies like The Shining,
Oh. Mhm.
American American horror like type.
Never watched that. Oh.
And then I think most recently is more. I wouldn't call it a horror, but it was more of a like thriller. Was The
Oh.
Lighthouse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was
I
really good.
see. Oh, yeah, like oh, wait.
I think the last horror movie I saw was It
Mhm.
by the Stephen King movie, at least part one.
The
I
old version is so much better. I love the old version with all my
Oh.
heart.
I didn't know anything about the book at all. So when I watched the new movie, because I never saw the old one, I
Mhm.
didn't know what happens to the kid at the beginning of the movie, and yeah, I was not okay. I was not okay watching that first scene. The kid just I watched the whole movie and I wish I didn't. I'll never forget that.
Wow. I want to watch that though. You don't recommend that?
If you like horror movies, it was good. I'm
Uh-huh.
not gonna watch it again.
But it's not like I like horror movies.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm also neutral, like Thomas.
Mm.
Like it's fun to watch movies while watching, but
Mm.
I usually regret after that. Especially when I'm taking a shower or like when I go to bed. Yeah.
It's around the corner. It's just waiting.
Yeah.
I hate jump
Uh,
scares. The jump
uh,
scares
uh,
just for me it doesn't make sense.
yeah.
I really like the ones that have like the kind of I guess the psychological horror where it's kind of like the
Uh,
suspense, but then also it's kind of like I don't know, like The Shining. It doesn't have a bunch of jump scares or just
oh.
kind of
Just
psychological horror.
kind of like just dread, like you're just like uncomfortable the whole time, kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. That's kind of what I like. I don't like jump scares because I
Oh.
kind of feel like it's like a they kind of cheap out a little bit. Like
Mhm.
I also know Secrets like it's all about the music.
Mhm.
Mm.
So if you just kind of mute the video
Mhm.
when you think there's going to be a jump scare,
Mhm.
you just hit mute and then you won't jump at all and it won't be scary at all.
Mhm.
So it's pretty much the music plays a huge role in kind of horror in general actually. But yeah.
I see. But I think
That's
many American horror movies are like jump scare movies, right?
Yeah.
yeah. They're all bad. It's like it's either it's like always like Thomas said, like a big
Mhm.
sound, and then it's oh no, it's there. It just runs right at you, right to the screen. Just like don't look, it's coming right at you. Be scared, and then it's over. And I hate it
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
because it's not scary. It just makes me jump, and I'm like, cool. Thank you for wasting my time with something scary.
I
That's how I feel.
see.
Yeah,
That's why
so
that's also why I like the horror stories because it's all kind of it's everything without the jump scare.
Hmm.
So yeah,
yeah, it's the good stuff.
Yeah.
just the good stuff.
So I guess going back to try and like compare it, have you noticed any real difference between American and Japanese horror, Saki?
Um, yeah, actually, I've never watched. No, I haven't watched Japanese horror movies a lot, that much.
Mm.
So yeah, but in my case, in my image,
Mm.
I think also, as I said, American movie is more like for scream, like
Mm.
jump scare,
Yeah.
and Japanese horror movies like for watching in a calm way.
Mm.
Like if we understand the meaning of the story after the end of the story,
Mm.
like we get scared. But while watching that, like it's not. It takes time to get scared.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like a slower burn to the.
yeah, slower one.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think American horror movie is good for a party. I like to watch those movies with my friend because I like screaming. It's like, yeah. So yeah, that's why So I don't like watching horror movies by myself. That's why I think I don't watch Japanese movies. Usually, if I watch horror movies, I watch with my friend and I choose like American horror movies because it's fun to scream.
Good to know.
Okay.
And we're back after my battery almost died.
A
But so yeah, picking up kind of where we left off, I think we're about getting ready to switch gears again. Is there like kind of any kind of like famous scary places in Japan, like some like haunted school or maybe a old hospital or something like that?
This,
Yeah. So I guess I'll just ask the question again because
what was that? Okay.
no, you're fine. Are there any like? Nothing does stop laughing.
just keep thinking toenail, toenail.
Okay. Tunnel. Tunnel.
So,
Tunnel.
We both heard toenail, right?
yeah, no, I heard toenail. Okay.
Tunnel.
So
Oh yeah, famous place,
yeah,
right? Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, I found some tunnel, and some one of them are in Kyoto,
Hmm.
and what was that? Like the stories depend on each tunnel, and for example, if people go into the tunnel without stopping at the light, like before the light, like blue light,
Mhm.
and they cannot go outside the tunnel forever.
Oh, so they get trapped inside the tunnel?
Yeah.
Is it for
and
driving? Like, are
yeah,
they just?
driving. Yeah, it's
Oh.
driving. Yeah.
But what happens if you run out of gas?
You're now in the tunnel. You live in the tunnel.
Yeah. Without any stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. So cross the tunnels.
Oh, that's a no go for me. I'm not gonna drive in Japan then.
As a side note, Japanese stoplights are blue, right? For go, blue instead of green.
Oh,
Like here in America, it's red, yellow, green.
red,
But
yellow,
in
green. Okay, yes, I said blue, but it's actually green. But
Wait,
we call that blue.
blue, yeah.
It's weird, but it's yeah. So in Japan, we call we say sometimes we say blue for green color.
oh,
It's
well,
weird.
yeah,
Like
that's a little confusing.
for vegetable, if
Mhm.
that is very green,
Mhm.
we say, oh, it's nice color, it's blue.
Mhm.
But yeah, it
But
doesn't
it's
make
gonna like if
sense.
you're looking at like a cabbage, you're like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a blue cabbage.
No, we don't say that though. Okay. Oh, but yeah. Oh, still. Yeah, it's very blue. Yeah, we may say that. It's weird, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's confusing, but
Uh-huh.
who am I to judge? We do weird things here in America.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
Speaking of,
yeah.
what about Halloween in the States? Do you have any questions about Halloween
Oh.
here?
So in Japan, Halloween is like for just having fun. Everyone dressed up and go outside.
Mhm.
But I'm curious about Halloween in the US. Do people do more like religious things or like just having fun, like here?
Nowadays, it's definitely just having fun. People often have like Halloween parties, or there's usually like farms that might put up like hay bales and stuff like that, and they have like a Halloween type. Almost it's kind of similar to amusement park where there'd be like a pumpkin patch. There's like a maze that you can walk around, and uh, there's always kind of like maybe a horror maze. Like in my hometown, um, they actually had two main attractions. One was the horror cornfield, I believe it was, or the hayfield, where they made a maze out of all the corn, and you would go in, but they would pay someone to dress up and have a chainsaw, and pretty
Chase
much
up?
yes, and then chase after you in the maze.
That's so scary.
Yes, and just pretty much scare you in the maze. Uh, and then the other
Wow.
one, they gave you a paintball gun with some
Mhm.
paintballs. You would pay money for it, of course.
Okay.
And then employees would dress up as zombies and
Mhm.
put on like paintball suits so they don't get horribly hurt.
Mhm.
And often these people are teenagers
Mhm.
in high school. um, so yeah, and then they'd run around acting like zombies, and then you would shoot them with the paintball gun.
Wow.
But also, this was kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so we had a lot more freedom, but it wasn't like in a big city. So,
How violent.
Okay.
but I mean, I think a lot of places do their own different type thing.
Mm.
But nowadays, it is very much a fun activity for candy and kind of
Mhm.
dressing up. Even if you're an adult, just
Oh,
dressing up on Halloween is fun.
Well,
I
see, and that's the
see.
weird thing because dressing up now has like
Mhm.
it, at least for a lot of women's outfits, and I'll never understand why this became like the trend. It's like always got to be some weird skimpy thing, but like for guys, it's got to be like the most insanely weird
Mhm.
or like most monster looking thing. It's just kind of just like a hey, just make a outfit, and if it looks
Mhm.
scary, cool. If it doesn't,
Mhm.
Well, no, even now, like if it just looks cute, like a fun
Mhm.
like costume, you're gonna be doing great.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be horrifying. It just
oh
is
Mhm.
no,
like as long as that you can literally just like the very traditional
Mhm.
outfit is
Mhm.
taking a blanket, cutting two holes into it, and being a ghost.
Oh, okay.
That is a very traditional, I
Mhm.
guess, Halloween outfit.
you'll get
But
a lot
now
of rocks.
people don't care about that, right?
Now it's kind of like
Mhm.
what outfit can I have that's the best out there?
It's
It's
like competition right now. Like,
some places, yeah, like
There's
Mhm.
actually like dress up contests and
yeah.
like
Oh, really?
yeah.
Well, at least there were. I
Oh.
don't know what people are doing for Halloween this year, but I mean, if you can dress up in your own house,
Uh-huh.
do it.
Yeah, I've never done that though.
There's also
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it's a unspoken rule. So
Mhm.
for anyone that's not really like a from like from the United States,
Mhm.
it's whenever the porch lights are off
Mhm.
and no one's home, you don't knock on that door or they're out
Okay.
of candy. I know that was like the unspoken rule
Uh-huh.
was like porch lights are off, you don't
Uh-huh.
knock on the door.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Wow. So, did you like for trick or treat? Is that called
For
trick or
trick or
treat?
treating,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
that because usually as a kid,
Uh-huh.
and even there's some adults that still do it.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Um,
really? You did that?
some adults, not my,
We can change that, Thomas. We can just go out trick or treating this year.
Oh, wow.
yeah, no, um, and yeah, like because the whole point is to get as much candy as you possibly can. And so you just go house to house. Usually there's like a specific neighborhood that everyone knows to be the
Uh-huh.
best neighborhood to
Uh-huh.
go. And so you would pretty much go to that neighborhood
Uh-huh.
and spend pretty much most of the night
Oh.
knocking on people's houses to get the best candy.
Yeah, I like that culture because we don't have that, and
Mhm.
I was curious about that. So, how old? Until how old? Uh, did you have you guys like trick or treating?
Oh, when do you stop kind of trick or treating?
Yes, yeah, when you stop.
Or when did you stop, Thomas? I guess.
I stopped high school, so
Oh,
I think
really?
when
High
I
school?
was
Mhm.
15, 16, it's
Oh.
seen, especially as like a high schooler, it's seen as kind of a childish thing to do,
Mhm.
or a kind of like a thing to do as a group of friends if you are
Mhm.
going to do it.
Mhm.
It's kind of part of that like high school culture of if you're doing, you
Mhm.
got to kind of grow kind of thing. But I mean, I stopped a couple of years, and then I think I did my last time. I think when I was actually 18. But I mean, like you
Mhm.
said, I had friends with me when I went,
Oh.
and if I didn't have friends,
Mhm.
probably wouldn't have gone. I mean, I did the whole cut 2 holes in a blanket, and congratulations, I'm a ghost.
Uh-huh.
But I got good candy, and I was out till like 2 in the morning getting
Wow.
candy.
2 in the morning.
I lived in a very small town where it was pretty safe.
Ah,
So
I
Yeah, most
see.
people don't do that.
yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend.
Especially as a school night. Oh my
Uh-huh.
God. Like
Oh.
people like that's why this Halloween was supposed to
Uh-huh.
be the Halloween of all
Oh,
time because
is it
it's on a
Friday?
Saturday night
Saturday night. Okay.
and then
Uh-huh.
also it is daylight saving time, so you get an extra 2 hours of
Oh,
nighttime. And it's supposed to be a full
okay.
moon, and the
Uh,
closest the moon's ever been to like Earth, or like really close to Earth.
so this
So
year is supposed to be perfect
it
for
was supposed to
Halloween.
be like the perfect Halloween year
Uh-huh.
until obviously COVID happened.
Yeah, that's true.
And now some people are like, maybe I will do Halloween anyway, but I don't endorse that idea. But definitely dress up if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
I think I plan
Wow.
on doing it, yeah. But yeah.
Are you
Wow.
actually gonna dress up?
I am. I have for a club I'm doing, they are doing a Halloween
Mhm.
type themed party. So I am dressing up in I want to make my own outfit
Mhm.
because
Oh.
I don't want to buy anything new for me to
Oh.
wear it once. And
Yeah, that's
then
true.
but also a lot of people actually do that where they kind of like
Mhm.
buy an outfit once, spend
Mhm.
the X amount of money, like a pretty good amount of money to have a good outfit, and then
Mhm.
almost never wear it again because you don't want to do wear the same outfit 2 years in
Oh,
a row.
yeah. And the people in the US like party, so they they
Yeah,
don't care for like paying for big party, right?
no, there's also actually special
Mhm.
Halloween shops that come up in like
Oh.
October and that. Like here
Mhm.
in California, there's a spirit shop that
Mhm.
always like appears like
Only for Halloween?
only for Halloween
Only for
time, and
Halloween.
then it just disappears
Really?
again. Yeah, they're like it opens for like 2 to 3 months, and then
Uh-huh.
it closes again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Halloween's the real deal here.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
That's interesting. Yeah.
yeah, it's fun. You can do a lot of different things with Halloween. Be it
Yeah.
good or bad.
So in Japan, like it's getting bigger and bigger. Like
Mm,
only these years, it was
mm,
not so big when I was little.
mm.
Yeah.
Is the like trick or treating becoming a thing? Like going from door to door,
We don't do that.
or?
I want to do that. But at school,
Mm.
like teachers, especially English teachers,
Of course
gave
it is.
us yeah gave us like kind of snack chocolate.
Mm.
And yeah, that's why I like that English class on Halloween day. Cause yeah, I wanted those snacks.
Dang.
Do people dress up on Halloween, or is that still not
Um,
popular yet either?
you mean at school
Or at
or?
school, or like for parties too?
Yeah, people in Tokyo, they like that.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
here we don't do that much. We
Mm.
don't have. Sometimes we have Halloween party at school or somewhere, but we don't dress up like so big.
Mm.
Some people do that though, but especially in Tokyo, it's famous Shibuya Scramble intersection.
Mm.
Do you know where it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know? Okay, so it's famous for like Halloween. Everyone dressed up and yeah, just go out.
Mm.
And yeah, but this is so because in Shibuya,
Mm.
they prepare the place to change clothes.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, so people can like dress up at there. But this year, because of COVID,
Mm.
uh, they Shibuya, like they said, they're not gonna make those kind of place. So I'm not sure it's gonna be a big event this year or not.
Oh, that's too bad. Sounds fun.
Yeah, yeah, but sounds fun. But it's crazy. Like
Have you gone?
no,
Oh, okay.
I don't want to go there. That's crazy. Hmm.
People just run all over each other, or
Yeah, and yeah, and every year that is on the news, and
Mm.
they tell how that crazy is. So yeah, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm.
But all right. I think we've gone through our entire list of questions, or at least the ones that I've written down.
Okay.
Thomas, is there any other ones that you had or see?
Um,
I don't.
not really.
Mm.
I, I think.
Oh, I have a question about haunted houses.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I.
Are they at all popular? Like I know a lot of
Mhm.
do I think a lot of people like do that for like I don't know like festival type things for like their school,
Yeah, you know that. Okay.
but like is that only really restricted to that, or is there like on Halloween is there like a lot more horror like haunted houses, or is there like or why out of all the things pretty much for Halloween, haunted
Uh-huh.
houses seem to be the most kind of popular out of
Uh-huh.
everything.
Mhm.
So kind of like I guess why?
Um. So we like haunted house,
Mm.
and but it's not like only for Halloween. It
Mhm.
it became popular. Like as you said, it's popular at school festival.
Mm.
So in Japan, like high school or middle school, we have school festival, and every class prepared. Like every class has some events.
Mm.
Like for example, one class sells hot dogs or like takoyaki,
Mm.
crepes, and there's there's always one class
Mm.
that that has haunted house. And
Were you that class?
yeah, yes, I was in the class, and I played the role of ghost, and it's really fun to get other people scared.
Did people get
Yeah.
scared a lot?
So I was dressed up like ghost, and yeah. Oh, I was so fun. So like this is popular at school festival, and
Hmm.
also at the amusement park
Mm.
called Fujikyu. Yeah, there's an amusement park, and
Oh.
yeah, so there's I think that's the longest one.
Oh, like the
It's the
longest like walk or
longest walker haunted house, and it takes about 15 minutes to get outside.
five
It's
Wow.
zero?
in so like so, and it's really scary. It's like a type of hospital,
Mm.
and it's not used anymore. And yeah, and once we go inside, it takes 15 minutes. So, but it's too long, right? So there are some exit in the haunted house, and if
Thank
people
you.
wanna go outside, they can. But
They're like,
I went inside, and yeah,
Oh,
I
you did it?
completed. Yeah, I did.
oh,
It was so scary though.
you're stronger than I am.
Because there's a rule. People cannot go inside. Under three people. Like
Mm.
more than three,
Oh, so you have to
more
go in
than
with a group
four.
of people?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it's scary. It's too scary. So and under seven people.
Oh, okay.
That's three, 4 to 7. I guess so. I forgot that those. Yeah, there's a rule.
Oh, that's pretty convenient. So you can have
You
people
should
to.
try that.
Well,
It's really fun.
oh, the last time I went to a haunted house per se was in Universal Studios in
Oh.
California, and they had like this kind of like a haunted house with all of like the classic scary monsters, like a werewolf, and like Frankenstein and that kind of thing. And this was back in middle school, so I really didn't like horror. Like I'm okay with it now, but I really didn't like it back then. Uh, and at one point, one of the monsters ran at me, and I don't remember this, but my friend Patrick remembered this because after the thing ended, he told me, "You pushed me into the monster."
Wow.
Why did you push me into
Wow.
the monster? And I
Wow.
was like, I did that?
You're one of those types of people, Robert.
Oh my god. I cannot go to haunted house with you.
If you and I go to a haunted house, I'm leaving both of you.
Wow, you did that.
I don't know if I do it now, but back then I don't remember. But I did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's not my proudest moment.
I see.
Yeah, but well, it's good to see the haunted houses are alive and well. Haha. Thomas, is there anything else you had on your mind?
Um, not really. I think that is everything. And if Saki, if you are out of questions as well,
Mhm.
do you have anything kind of you wanted to add?
Oh, I think there's a question that why do people in Japan watch like scary story listen to scary stories
Uh,
in summer, right?
Oh
I
yeah.
gotta ask this of like so
Mhm.
for us we've been watching a Japanese drama for our Japanese class. It
Okay.
is called the Japanese uh the wait
You forgot.
Japanese the Japanese people don't know. I think that's like
Okay.
It
I
is
I'm trying to translate it in my head.
Uh,
Nihonji no
no.
shiranai Nihongo.
Yes,
Hmm.
I've read. Yeah, I've read the manga of the title.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure that is the same as what you
I
said.
I
think
don't think so.
well, I remember they seeing it. I don't know. It might be the same, might not be.
Maybe,
Uh-huh.
but anyway,
Okay.
in this drama, they pretty much had an episode where they're talking about ghost stories and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And they're doing scary stories during the summer.
Uh-huh.
So I was kind
Okay.
of wondering why do people actually do this first off, and then why?
Yes, people do that, and I do that. So every summer, I watch scary TV program
Hmm.
with my family, and the reason why we do that is we feel it said that we feel chilling when we when we listen to or like watch scary stories. Is
Mhm.
it the same in the
You
US?
get chills, I guess, but
Yes.
no,
Yes.
we don't watch scary movies really in the summer. During the
Uh-huh.
summer, you're, I guess, watching, I don't know, more like outdoorsy stuff. You're out a lot more. You're not doing too much
Oh.
of scary stuff.
Uh-huh.
Scary stuff is kind of reserved for fall.
I it
Oh, I
is,
see.
but it also like I remember before COVID, like I would see movies like horror movies in like April or March. Like
Oh,
spring was also kind of becoming like the scary movie time as well.
oh, really?
I
Yeah, so we do that in summer because in summer it's really hot and like cost efficient. I don't know, but like
no.
if we watch scary stories, we get chill. So yeah,
So
so
you
there's
save money?
many money. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, maybe that's yeah. People in the past thought that the way
Hmm.
to get to maybe, and there are many horror TV programs in
Mm.
Japan in summer. And the one I watch every year is it's not like horror movie.
Mm.
It's a videos what people took in the daily lives, and accidentally they ghosts are caught on the camera.
Oh.
So it's actual things. That's it scary.
Ooh.
And I like watching that with my family. I don't want to do that with by myself. And but as I told you, I regret after that. After that, I don't want to go to the bathroom or yeah, I don't want to go to bed by myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
But it's really fun. It's one of my like summer event.
Summer
Yeah.
events.
Yes.
In America, you have 4th of July, fireworks, and outdoor stuff. In Japan, you just scare yourself.
Yes.
If your air conditioning's broken, tell scary stories.
Yes, that's a good way. You should do that. Now you're like you said it's really hot, right, Thomas?
Yeah.
You're burning.
In this blanket.
Okay, so
Now you got to commit to the bit now, Thomas.
yeah. We need a scary story.
A scary story?
Uh,
My grades. There we go.
I can see only your face. But
Really, you're great.
Mukashi. I don't
okay.
know that many scary
Oh,
stories.
wait. Because
I do know.
Mhm.
Actually there is one
Mhm.
that I actually thought that's strangely enough has kept with me since I actually got into horror.
Mhm.
There was one. Hold on, let me get a little
Is it
light going.
Japanese or
This is American.
American? Oh wow.
It was like I was reading it. Pretty much, it's like a
Mhm.
almost like a kind of like a short story
Mhm.
where a person bought like a box of old VHS tapes. So the guy pretty much sold him this at like a garage sale. The guy bought him thinking maybe it might be something fun, maybe like an old Star Wars movie, maybe he might be able to get. So he took it home and he put in, well, he started looking through the VHS tapes and he found one marked uh, Pigman 1. So curious,
Mhm.
he put that into his VHS and it started playing, but it was just a dark room with a circle in the center with some kind of ambient noise with like a couple candles by the circle. And it went on for about a half hour, and all you can hear is kind of heavy breathing. And then he then carried on and saw that all the tapes in the box had a number on them. It said Pigman 1 through, I believe, 20. He then tried the second tape, and it was the same thing. Same kind of scenario, same just dark room with a circle, couple candles, and heavy breathing. And the second one, or I'm sorry, on the third one, he actually found in the corner, he could see something to be kind of like a face in the shadows.
Okay.
Continued with heavy breathing. And on the, he kept going. He continuously kept going until about the 10th tape,
Why did he do
where
that?
on the 10th tape, the full face was kind of in view. And the face was that as a pig, but all within kind of a man's, like a bigger man's statue type thing. He was a very big built man, at least 7 foot tall, but with a pig face. And there was still just the circle, 2 candles, and heavy breathing. He then got kind of scared. He got scared, obviously.
Yeah.
And being obsessed with these kind of tapes, he then told his friends about them, told them kind of what's on them. And his friends told him that he was kind of overreacting. And what he really needs is some time off, time away from the tapes, just something to get his mind off of it. Well, he then then he went on to a camping trip with them. And on this camping trip, they had a cabin that was out in the middle of the woods that was fine. So he went to the woods with his friends, and for a while everything was going great. You know, they were having a fun time. They were having a couple drinks. But then they noticed there was a VHS tape by the TV in the cabin.
Mhm.
Curious, they went over to it, and on the VHS it said, "Pigman is watching you." Thinking that it was a joke from his friends, he obviously asked them about it, saying, "Who did this?"
Mhm.
But his friends completely denied it, saying, it wasn't us. So, after much discussion, they put the VHS into the VHS player to see what was actually on the tape. And when they put it in, it was a video of them inside the cabin. They then heard something outside, like a branch crack,
Mhm.
and they look and they see the pigman's face in the window. That's my scary story.
Oh my god. Ah, maybe someone is looking at you, Robert, from your.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Wow. Oh my god. It's not summer here. For both of you. Ah. Oh my god.
That's okay.
Define okay.
But you're so scary.
It's okay. There's one that's supposed to be, well, it's among hikers. It is a well-known ghost story, but I don't know it exactly by heart, so I'm not gonna say it.
Thank
But
you.
the title is called "The Stairs in the Woods." So if you ever come across stairs just in the woods randomly, yeah, don't take those.
Okay. Robert, are you okay?
I'm fine. All right.
And with all of that, I think we will wrap up this episode of the Halloween special for English. And so thank you, Saki, for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
thank you guys for listening. We'll see you in the next one.
Adios.
Adios.